Dave Coulier just launched a Full House Rewatch podcast. Which production company says has SAG clearance under strike rules? Dave Coulier on Friday launched a new Rewatch podcast. For Full House, the beloved sitcom, he appeared on opposite the late Bob Saget. In the premiere episode of Full House Rewind, Coulier speaks with series creator Jeff Franklin as they reminisce about working with Saget, who died last year, and talk about the pilot episode of the show that premiered in September 1987. They also discuss the fact that Saget wasn't actually the first actor to play Danny Tanner, that was John Posey. But Posey appeared as the character only in an unaired pilot. But there's been some question about whether such TV rewatch podcasts are allowed under the rules of SAG-AFTRA's strike against studios and streaming providers. According to SAG-AFTRA's posted rules, union members can't engage in promotion of publicity services for work under the TV theatrical contracts, including podcast appearances. However, podcasts produced by companies that are not part of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers (AMPTP) are not affected by the strike. That means that Full House Rewind, produced by the independent LA-based Podco, is in the clear and Coulier can promote the podcast. A rep for the company said, SAG-AFTRA also says guest appearances on podcasts to promote struck work are not allowed under any circumstance among the guests confirmed to appear on upcoming episodes of Full House Rewind are John Stamos, who played Jesse Katsopoulos in both Full House and Netflix sequel Fuller House, and Marla Sokoloff, who recurred as Jermaine in both series, according to Podco. The episodes with Stamos and Sokoloff were recorded in mid-June, before the union's strike officially began last Friday, July 14th. The Actors Union has given the go-ahead to other TV rewatch podcasts, for example, Pod Meets World. The Boy Meets World rewatch podcast hosted by Ryder Strong, Will Friedle, and Danny L. Fishel said in the show's July 16th episode that they got the okay from their SAG rep to continue their podcast and tour, during which they open up about shooting the series. On the other hand, other TV rewatch podcasts appear to be proceeding cautiously amid the SAG strike. Office Ladies, about NBC's The Office, hosted by show stars hosted by Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey, published a new episode on July 20th, but included a disclaimer that said, this episode was recorded May 19, 2023. It's co-produced by Earwolf, SIRI USXM's comedy podcast studio division. A spokesman for Earwolf did not have info on the status of Office Ladies. Full House aired on ABC for 8 seasons from 1987 to 1995 and was produced by Warner Brothers Television. WB-TV is part of the AMPTP. The series followed Danny Tanner Saget, who, after the death of his wife, enlisted his brother-in-law Jesse Stamos and his best friend Joey Coulier to help him raise his 3 daughters, DJ, Candace Cameron Bure, Stephanie Jodie Sweetin, and Michelle Mary-Kate, and Ashley Olsen. Lori Loughlin, Andrea Barber, and Scott Weinger also starred.